Now, let's go ahead and get into this. Your underlying energy is the Two of Cups. So this is talking about a situation in where it's involving two people, not just you, but the other person, okay? You guys could have met a soulmate. This doesn't necessarily have to be a romantic energy. Since this is a love reading, though, you know I gotta go there. This could be your boo. This could be somebody that you met that caught your interest. That I think this is a particular somebody that's really kind of, I don't know. I want to say, like, you feel, and I don't know, I don't want to say linked because that's more of a lover's kind of energy there. But with the Two of Cups, I feel like there is some sort of connection. There's something going on. And I'll get into that in a second and why I'm thinking that as well, because I got some cards to back it up. But there's a definite spark here, I feel, but this is definitely this is concerning a situation, a relationship, two people coming together. Like I said before, this could just be friends. This could be somebody that you've recently met. But the Two of Cups talks about two people coming together, right? And decision to be together. Like twos are about, making a decision, keeping the balance, and, all those kind of things. But at the same time, there is this loving and emotional energy here. That's one of the big things about this type of two. It's with cups. So this is talking about, I guess, in a way, it can be about making a decision in regards to your love life. But I think more so this is about like I said, two people coming together. This is about your feelings in regards to someone else. Okay, all right. So, in your heart of your reading, you have you have Temperance. Temperance talks about things kind of let's see. Temperance talks about moderation in all things. It talks about patience, divine timing. So I feel like this situation is definitely dealing with a lot of waiting. Okay, you're doing what you're doing, you're handling your business, but at the same time, I think that there is, in regards to your relationship, there is some balancing acts that you need to do. I mean, I think there could, obviously, when divine timing steps in, things can be better, and it's going to happen. But for right now, there is a need to kind of keep things in an order, kind of for yourself, keep yourself balanced, keep your world balanced out while, divine timing kicks in. Now, this could be, like I said, I said this could be because you guys have met someone. I think this is somebody that could be coming in, or this is in regards to your partnership, or this is in regards to gaining a partnership, okay? Okay, because divine timing, Two of Cups, this could be like waiting for somebody to come to you, right? But you just kind of have to, rock the boat until it comes, if you know what I'm saying. And it's crossed by the Ace of Wands. So that is beautiful. This is like a awesome double whammy. But I know double whammies are kind of like not seen as good. But I mean, hear me out, Gemini. Hear me out. This is good because it's saying that you have to keep the flow going. Yeah, there's some patience that's needed to have here at this time, but a new beginning is in the way. It's exciting, just filled with lots of passion. This person that you're manifesting, you are definitely looking to have some sort of passion going on here. This is going to be some really, I don't know, romantic per se, but definitely there's some drive in regards to this. Okay, so far I'm already getting the sense that you are really looking for your match. You're waiting for them to come to you, and there is a bit of patience that needs to be had at this time in regards to this person that's going to be coming into your life that's rather passionate. Okay, now in the past you had the Six of Wands, so you had a victory through your effort. So I feel like you guys went out of your way to do something that was that gained you some sort of step towards to a new relationship, which would be the victory here that's in the Six of Wands. So I feel like you guys really did what you guys needed to do. Okay, you guys got recognized through your efforts. Okay, this is the Six of Wands is all about recognition, not just victory. I mean, victory through recognition of your efforts, pretty much. You know what I'm saying? So you guys did some good work here. That's what it's telling me. Y'all were putting the work in. You guys putting some, some serious effort into this. And in regards to, love and relationship, I feel like this is definitely what you guys needed to push you through. To really get this, the cycle rolling for the, divine timing to really be like, okay, so you did what you needed to do. We saw what you're doing. You're doing great. Let's go ahead and help you out. You know what I'm saying? Because when you work with the universe will work with you back. It's just kind of how that thing works. Okay, y'all. And then y'all have the King of Wands in your present. That's a good card to get, especially, that's why I said this person coming into your life is going to definitely be romantic, definitely going to be like really looking in, no, not really looking in, but really going to have that way about themselves. It's very charismatic. Fire signs are very compatible with air signs, okay? Because we have the ability to understand them, and they, are very good at, getting things done, putting our thoughts into motion, okay? It's a very nice yin and yang balance. And I'm not saying that this is the absolute relationship. You got to go with the fire sign. You can't date nobody else, because earth signs are good for putting in that grounding energy, really planning things out, taking your ideas and putting it into a format, so that way you guys can both go and, take the steps to make that future, whatever future you guys want together. Fire signs, they know how to get it done. They know what to do. They are really driven. When they want something, pretty much. So, there is no right or wrong relationship, but I feel like this person is definitely somebody that is very strong in the doing front. Okay, someone's very active. I feel someone is also quite good with, being in crowds, being around people, very party centric. I don't think that they're partiers per se. That they love to party, but they won't be like the player or the other parts of the party. Okay, now King of Wands doesn't have to mean a dude. Okay, this could be a female too. She could be like, she could be cool, really good at, really fun, really active. She can be probably a little bit impulsive as well, he or she, and rather ruthless in how they get the things, especially due to this the King of Wands being known for being impatient and stuff like that. They have a tendency to kind of rush stuff and be impulsive and do things because they want something now. So that's one of the things about the King of Wands that I can say. And if this is anybody around you, and he don't even have to be a fire sign, and then specifically, since this is the King of Wands, kings representing fixed signs, this could very much well be a Leo. But they're not a fire sign of the characteristics of what I just mentioned here, because that's what I'm getting from the King of Wands. This person definitely is putting a spark in you, okay? This is someone that you really feel is really lighting that fire up, y'all, okay? Man or woman, all right? There's no sex difference, okay? And this can also apply to same-sex relationships, too. So I feel like right here, this chick, they are really kind of building something in you guys, okay? They're very good at bringing the passion in, and they're really good at bringing that spark in. And it's nice to see with the Ace of Wands there that it's just kind of coming in with that new beginning. That's, to me, he's talking about he's holding the wand of the Ace of Wands. Think about it, okay? Like I can show y'all right now. Look. Don't that look familiar? So y'all, this new beginning, I feel like Temperance is serving it up now. I think that's what's up. So the Temperance is like, okay, you've done enough waiting, or maybe you have been waiting. Okay, don't jump to conclusions, because, if the King of Wands wants you, they know how to get you, okay? So, I mean, I feel like, just like a friend hint, hold your horses, wait up a second, see what happens. But, do whatever you want to do, follow your heart, listen to your intuition, etc., okay? But this person is definitely bringing in that Ace of Wands. He is the carrier of the Ace of Wands that Temperance is pretty much bringing in. So be mindful of that. Now, I understand you getting that, what we just described right now in regards to the King of Wands, the Ace of Wands, the, temperance, your past, means, getting your shit together, being recognized. We see you, Gemini, getting your stuff together, making yourself known. I see you playing the game. Okay. Right. The Four of Cups. Okay, that talks about like a situation where you're kind of feeling stuck, but it's only because you're not really sure what to do with an offer that's given. So, I already see the cycle. Like I said before, the King of Wands is somebody that is very much a go-getter. They are active. When they want something, they'll get it. Okay, so I feel like maybe this person could have offered you something, or you feel like you've offered something to someone else, and there's going to be a period of waiting. And that's another part where you're kind of like, really, boo? Another waiting period? Because, like I said, the King of Wands is the life of the party. They like to have fun. They may not be the players of the party, but they are the host of the party. They bring the party to life. So if they have to go do their thinking thing, they got to go through their phase of figuring out what they want to do, because they're going to have this stuff in the future as well. I feel like how you see your future right now is having to sit there and wait for a long time for a response. This could be somebody that's not really good with communication in an emotional and an analytical respect, because the King of Wands is good at, it's charismatic, but only in the sense of getting things done and stuff like that, or having a good time. Okay, I'm not saying that the King of Wands is somebody that, I'm not saying that the King of Wands is somebody that isn't good at talking, because anybody could be good at talking, anybody could be bad at talking, but their forefront isn't about talk. So y'all gonna probably be feeling stuck because you either are waiting for an offer to, be accepted, you know what I'm saying? Because like the Four of Cups is waiting for the offer to be accepted as well. But this also could mean that you're contemplating an offer. Like, you don't know if this is the person for you. This could be somebody that's not your type, y'all. Okay, remember that. This is the life of the party. This is someone that's, So this person might not be your type, and you have to kind of think about like what you want, what you're desiring, and it also requires you too to think about it as well. Like I said, the King of Wands brings in the Ace of Wands, and you want that energy in your love life, okay? If not the Ace of Cups, then the Ace of Wands. That is beautiful for a love life reading. If he's bringing that in, or she's bringing that in, that's what you want. If not the Ace of Cups, like I said. But there is a need to have an open mind with the Four of Cups, okay? Because the Four of Cups also talks about, there's another the story about the Four of Cups where you're like, okay, you got to be careful about what you choose, or not really necessarily be careful what you choose, but also be open, see the help necessary, be open to seeing all the messages that are given to you, because one of them might be helpful. That's what this is talking about. So for this, if you do get into a situation like this in your future, remember this. It's okay to have an open mind. Allow yourself to have an open mind, because it can really bring out so many new experiences and things like that you've never experienced before, okay? And it'd be worth it, okay? The last thing you want to do is refuse something, or not try it at least, and you'd be like, man, I should have tried it, At least, try to have an open mind. I'm not saying you have to. If you don't feel comfortable, don't do it. But this is talking about having an open mind, guys. Having an open mind. Having that, having the sense of, really tasting everything, I'm not saying go around being in a hoe. I'm not saying all that, but I am saying that this is requiring you guys to have an open mind as well. So y'all, either leading up to a offer being given to you guys where you're going to have to kind of think about things, or you're going to be waiting for an offer from someone else. But again, with that offer that you guys might be thinking about, remember to have an open mind right now. Remember. Now, the advice for the next couple weeks is the Six of Wands. Y'all, this is good, okay? Because it talks about, okay, another waiting card, right? Yes, I know, but it's like 3 things, right? You're waiting for, it's like a little tango, right? So when you get an offer from somebody, you gotta do a little tango dance, you know? You give a little, he gives a little. She does a little, you know, you do a little, that kind of thing, you know? It's never a you do all of it, or, you know, and she does all of it, or he does all of it. None of that. It's always a dance. So this is what this is pretty much talking about here. Play the game, you know, do the little tango, give a little, and then when you get something back, you do something with it. But don't, you know, you work, you know, work what you need to do. This is also talking about manifesting. So if your energies are right, like y'all, you'll be able to manifest exactly whatever you want. So have your intentions ready, okay? Have your intentions set. And then also, you know, expect for your efforts, like you did before, the 6 of Wands to return. So all I see here is a big dance right now, okay? 6 of Wands, you're doing your stuff, you know, victory through your own efforts. You could have like said hello, whatever, got some number, whatever. He, she, whoever, they're making actions now. They're doing something about it. They are expressing interest because the King of Wands likes to be active. That's how they are. They're just very action oriented. And then you're back at square one where it's on you. Yin and yang, y'all, doing whatever. Just gotta play the game. You guys gotta keep the balance. That's why temperance is there, y'all. Keep the balance. Do what you do. Wait for the reciprocation. Keep that going. Tango. 2 of Wands, 2 of Cups, excuse me. I'm getting all excited for y'all guys. This is good. This is good. Now, for your wisdom of the Oracle, y'all have time to go. This is pretty good, okay? Because this is recognizing when a situation is no longer for you and you're ready to kind of pick up and leave. But I'm not saying that this is a situation where you have to go. I feel like this is more of talking about recognizing what you've done, taking your experiences with you and moving on to the next step. Okay? I don't know about, I feel like I don't get any dwelling cards in here, like any cards like where you're like feeling like you could have did this, you should have done that. But I feel like time to go could also be talking about allowing yourself to try different things and do something different and letting go of a certain mindset or a certain pattern of things, okay? Because it doesn't work, it doesn't serve you anymore. So trying to do something or be something different, because you are you, and that's perfect. But doing something different, trying something different, that is letting it go. That is the time to go card. Really kind of releasing the things that keep you down, keep you from really expressing or being or doing something completely different that can broaden and expand your outlook. So there's your wisdom of the Oracle. And then y'all got religious factors. Okay, so let's go ahead with this. That's why I was saying keep an open mind as well. I mean, the 4 of Cups already tells you to keep your mind open, right? It's in your future. You don't gotta do it yet, but keep your mind open because they might surprise you. Religious factors is your love life is influenced by your relationship, upbringing, and spiritual path. So that right there, guys, that right there is telling me you're using a pattern. And that is, like, you heard what it said, is your upbringing and your spirituality. That's the things that, not your fault. You grew up that way, or that's just what you believe. However, those things can be constricting and can kind of keep the one from you if you think about it. If someone doesn't believe or think the way you think, but you guys connect in a good way, you guys get along very well, you guys are able to communicate your thoughts and your feelings and really be able to build something new or be able to really enhance each other or yourselves within the relationship, why isn't it a risk to go ahead and try it out? Why isn't it a risk to just go ahead and say, I'll give it a shot, I'll give it my 100, and if it don't work, bye. And that's the thing too, for time to go. Remember that you always have an out. You don't have to stay in a relationship that you don't want to. But also I don't think that, sticking with the status quo is the ideal purpose for you. I don't think so.